All right, here we go. Good morning. Let's bring our feet into parallel. Abs are drawn in, tailbone is long, shoulders slope out of our ears, ribs are pulled down, engaging, both knitting them together and bringing them down so abs are active. Back of the neck is long. Let's bring our arms up and out, elbows a little higher. Just give me a couple of squeezes just to remind ourselves of our shoulder area. We're going to work that a little bit today. Last two, last one, shoulders go up, back, and down. Make sure you're near your block or your book. Step up on it with your right foot. And then step up, step down, step up, down, up, down, up. Quick little steps for now. Add those arms, squeeze. Good, last two. Step up, go to the other side. Step up, back to those arms. Two more here. Step up, over to the other side, and turn your book lengthwise for me, please. All right, right foot up, left foot up, down, down, switch, left. So you're gonna switch every time. Good. Now, if you have long feet like mine, you can move your book. Just little pumping arms here. And if it's a really skinny book and you need to kind of come off to the sides like that, that's fine. You're switching feet every time. Up with the left, down with the left, up with the right, down with the right. Whoop, I did the wrong word. Old step aerobics. Last two. Last one. Stand over again on the right side. Left foot, right foot up on the thing. Stand over to the left, sorry. All right. Leg off to the side. We're going to come into this. We're going to tap up, down and up, down and up. Quick little taps. No weight on this left leg. Just up and down. And again, let's go. Actually, let's go back to those squeezes. That right quad and glute should be working. 3, 2, 1. Walk over, other side. Back up on it with your left leg. Right arm off, or right leg off to the side. Up and down. Last two. Last one. Step down. Make sure you have a little bit of space. This is an experiment. You're going to come up, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Give a little hop if you want. Add a little arm if you want. Now, I'm looking down because my book is small relative to my feet. If you need to check and make sure you're going to hit that, please do so. Or, if you feel confident, look up so your chest is up. One more each way. Last time. Just mark it out. Shoulders roll up, back, and down. Should have raised your heart rate a little bit. Let's go to a wide stance. Don't worry about your book now. Bend your knees, hands on your thighs, shoulders out of your ears. Let's round through that torso and then tailbone out, shoulders out of your ears, squeeze them back. Round, squeeze, round, squeeze. One more time. Round, squeeze. Bring that left arm up, up, up. Bring it down. Right arm up, up, up. And bring it down. All the way down. Wide stance with your feet. Walk it forward. Wide stance with your arms. Shift your hips so that you're in a plank position. Push up, please. Try and keep your torso long and straight. Head in line with your spine. Two more. And hinge. Woo, walk it back. Bend your knees. Keep your right hand on the ground. Bring your left arm up and around. Come back through center. Switch it up. Back through center. Hands on your thighs. Shoulders out of your ears. Lift your chest. Shoulders up. Back and down. Relax those arms. Okay, have your chair handy because you may need this a little bit. We're going to start small. We're going to start with those calves. Okay. So chair is to your right. Your ball of the foot and maybe half the arch and your toes are on the book. Heel is lifted. Left leg is in space. Right heel drops, comes through center, goes all the way up. Okay? All the way down, through center, all the way up. All the way down, through center, all the way up. Good, keep it going. Two more. Good. Stay at the top, lower your heel to book height, and lift again. Book height and lift. Hold it up. Drop the heel all the way as far as you can. Come up just to even. Drop, even. Drop, even. Drop, even. Last two. Last one. One more, all the way down, all the way up, ouch. Walk back enough that you can just put your toes on that book, somewhere comfortable, and then walk forward with your left foot. Take your booty and stick it forward. If it's out here, you'll miss that calf stretch. And you can bend that knee a little bit, and then we're going to switch to the other side. So up on that book with your left toes, ball of the foot, maybe half of your arch. And we're going to start with that full range, right leg suspended in the air, up and down. Not too much weight on that left hand if possible. Good, last two. Last one, come up, drop the heel even with the book and come up and up. Good job. Good, and now drop the heel, come to even, drop, even, drop, even. Two more. All the way down, all the way up. Oh, whew. Drop that left heel off. Again, whatever position is comfortable enough. Right leg forward, push your booty forward to get that stretch. And then bend that left knee a little bit. Ah, gnarly calf work. Okay, chair back over on your right side. Look over here, lengthwise for your foot. And you're standing on it with your right leg. All right, we're going to start easy. Left leg is suspended in space. Bend the right knee until the left heel taps. No weight on that left leg. Lift, lift. All your weight, 100% of your weight is on this right leg. That left leg is flexed, that left foot is flexed, so you're tapping and lifting. But make sure that you're not putting any weight on it. You should feel this already. Quad and glute. Last two, last one. Toes out in front of you. Imagine you're dipping your toe in water. Then the right knee. Oh, that water's cold. Dip. Oh, dip. Oh. Good. Reaching and lifting. Reaching and lifting. Now, if you don't feel like you had enough for your calves yet, what? You can roll up on your toes as you come up. But don't forget, reach out, come up. Reach out, bend the knee, come up. 2 more, reach out, come up. Last time, reach out, come up. All right, to the side, all your weight on your right leg. Left leg is suspended, abs in, right knee bends, tap those left toes, come up. Reach and up, reach and up. Option, squeeze, squeeze back, and squeeze. You should feel this a little more in that booty. Trying to make sure the hip's not going to the side, it's straight back. Almost there. Last 2. Last 1. All right. Foot is going to go behind you, and you can turn it out a little bit. Abs are going to be in. This knee is going to want to bend, so I need you to straighten it by flexing through your quad. And keep the toes pointed or flex if that makes you more conscious of that. And then we tap back and lift up. And tap back and lift up. So again, this time that quad can bend a little deeper. That knee can bend a little deeper. So you feel your quad, you feel your glutes. You're going to feel this tomorrow, by the way. I feel it now. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Oh, shake that out. Move your chair to the other side if you felt like you would need it. Stand up with your left foot. Right foot is flexed. We're going to bend the left knee to tap the right heel. No weight on that left leg. Press down and up. Just tapping the foot. Again, no weight on the right foot. It's all because that left knee is bending and straightening. No weight on this leg. Keep all the weight on your left leg for me. So I shouldn't see this happening. Last 2. Last 1. Dip your toe in water. Slide forward, come up. Slide forward, come up. If you want to, releve, but then don't forget you have to bend the knee when you come back. Stretch it out, bend the knee, and come up. Reach. Good. If you don't want to add that lift, that's fine. Tap your toe in the water and then pull it out. 2 more. Nice. All right. Now foot is going to go just directly to the side. Sit into it. No weight on that right leg. Left leg doing all the work. Two more. Very nice. All right. Right toes are behind you. Flex that quadricep to tighten and lift and keep the knees straight. Point the toes, or if you need to keep that foot flexed so that you know you won't be bending that knee, then do so. I don't know what I did on the other side with my arm, so. Oh, did I do that? Oh, I don't know. Last two. Woo. Last one. Ow! Shake that out. All right. So quads and glutes should have gotten, a bit of love there. You're going to pick your book up And again, hopefully a book will give you that extra. If it's a block, that's okay. I want you to carry it schoolboy style, whatever that means. Right hand on your chair, right leg forward, left leg back. This right leg is going to stay mostly straight. We're going to do our dunking bird exercise, right? To start to feel that in your hamstring. Adding on, first option, lift your elbow behind you, holding onto your book. You should feel a little bit of your rear deltoid. Now, your forearm muscles are going to be working because you're holding this. You could try this if this is a little easier for you, not as awkward an angle. If you want to work a little more or a little more posture too, you can go out to the side, play with your book how you need to have it. Elbow leads. And if you really wanted to, if you promise not to swing it, you could lift your arm overhead as you hinge, but make sure it doesn't go here, right? If you do it, it needs to go all the way up. You can compromise and do a V. That might be the happy medium between the side and the front. Couple more. And relax. Let's shift that all over to the other side, please. Left leg is in front, left hand on the chair. You're carrying your book. Carrying your book to school. Here we go. All right, and we just start with that easy jumping bird. And then you can extend that arm behind you. Maybe you want to hold it differently if you choose to do that one. You can bring it out to the side and work that posture, rear deltoid. You can try bringing it overhead as you hinge, only if you feel like that works for you. The compromise would be the V. Keep it going. Almost there. And relax. Okay. You can bring that chair just off to the side. You may or may not want to use it for balance. We're going to go into our demi-plie position. Roll up on your toes, come down, bend your knees, lift your heels, roll up. Sit. Good. All right. Book is in your left hand. And I want your palm under it. Hopefully your book won't fall. As you go down, you're going to serve your platter. Palm is up. Reach out. All right, yep. It's that time of year where I always ask, what are you serving? If this is your Thanksgiving meal. I'm serving a vaccine here. I'm serving to myself because nobody else is invited. Last two. Last one. Come down, heels down. In your demi-plie, lift your heels, lower your heels, lift lower, bring your arms straight in front of you. Bend the elbow so little that you don't drop your book. Bend and straighten, serve that. If the heels are bugging you, or the calves are already bugging you, keep them down or keep them up. Straighten that arm, you should feel that bicep, it should be burning by now. 4, 3, 2, and 1, ow, ow, ow. Shake that left hand out. Give me a big circle. Reach around as if you're going to touch something behind you. Flex through that arm. Shake it out. Other side. Book is handy in your right hand. Find that demi-plie. Let's just start with that. Rolling up on those toes as you lift up, or if that annoys you, don't do it. Good. Okay, you're ready to serve your platter. Try and get that arm straight out at some point so you engage that shoulder. Feel like, here you go, nope, taking it back. Here you go, nope, taking it back. 2 more. Good. Come into that demi-plie. Heels stay down, or they stay up, or you can lift them lower. Bring that arm straight. Don't drop your book. Give me that book. Give it. Give it. Straighten your arm, straighten your arm. Whatever you want with your lower body. You feel this in the bicep of that right arm. And relax. Woo, baby. All right. Chair back over, other side. All right. This time you're tucking that book so that your palm is up against the book. We don't want this shoulder to roll forward, so lift it up and out. And that's in my left hand, sorry. Right hand on the chair, right leg forward. Bend into that right leg. Shoulder up, back, and down. When you're ready, back leg is lifted. You're going to bend the left arm and the right leg, and we're going to straighten both. Palm to the sky. You should already feel that tricep if you have a book. Two more. Hold it there. Bend the knee. Straight arm lift. Lift. And come on up. We'll stretch that in just a second. Let's do the other side. Book is in your right hand. Palm is facing the book. Fingers wrapped around it. Left hand on the chair. Left leg forward. Bend that left knee. And we're going to straighten the left knee and the right arm at the same time. Left leg is off the ground. Keep that palm to the sky, shoulder out of your ear, shoulder pulled back, shoulder blades engaged. Good, last 2. No, last 4. Good, and now keep that knee bent, back arm is straight, and lift it. And lift it. Standing leg is bent, so you're still working it. Bring that up. Ooh, shake that love out. All right. I promised a little bit of a stretch so you can put your book down. Take your left ankle across your right thigh. See your booty up in the air. Wag your turkey feathers, happy turkeys, because they are pardoned. Ain't nobody eating me this year. Tuck it under. Actually, they're probably more demand, huh? I don't know. Tailbone up and out. I know that, tuck it under. Bring that leg in front. Go to the back and go to the front. I know that apparently people are starting to hoard paper towels, toilet paper, wipes again. Something like a 200% increase in demand. Oh, right leg across. Left the booty sits up in the air. Shake those tail feathers. Good, round it under. Stick it out again. And then that foot comes down and across. We're gonna come to the front of the room first. And then up and around to the back. All right, I had promised a little bit of shoulder blade work. It's just kind of some awareness for now. Just have the back of your chair, hands on the back of your chair. Walk your feet back a little bit, but not way back here. So they're a little ahead of your hips. Walk wide and bend your knees. Good. Try to get your torso fairly flat. And then I want you to imagine with just your shoulders, you know, your tailbone might tuck a little bit. Round as if you're doing a cat. And then squeeze and drop between your arms as if you're doing a cow. Round, squeeze, round, drop. Good, 2 more. Now drop and keep your chest as low as possible. Lift your fingertips, push your hips back, drop your chest a little more, and then roll everything up. If your chair is stable enough, hinge forward, shoulders out of your ears, stretch that low back. All right. We are headed to the ground. We'll still need our book. We'll still need our chair, please. And with your chair, go ahead and turn the seat towards you. Put your hands in that seat. What we just did a moment ago, I want you to think about, you're not going to tuck the entire body. I just want you to round the shoulders and squeeze them back. Round them and squeeze them back. So it's going to be a little bit of a subtle move. 3 more. Last 2. The last 1, shoulders back, sit tall, and hinge back. So make sure the shoulders are not in the cat. They're in a cow. Shoulder blades engaged. From there, with those shoulder blades still engaged, grab your book, palms up, shoulders out of your ears. Hinge back 2 more inches. On the exhale, lift your arms a little higher, pull yourself up. Lower, lower, lift, lift. Lower, lower, lift, lift. But try not to, woo, right? Two more. And look down. Keep it handy. Slide your hips forward so you can rest your feet in that chair. Bring your big toes to touch your ankles and your knees. Bring that block right above you, or book right above you. Round your shoulders just like we've been doing, and then press them into the mat. Arms straight, lift and retract. Roll the shoulders forward, retract them back. Press them up, retract 2 more times. Press up, retract, press, retract. So think about those shoulders as you just move that book in between your knees. Now, depending on what you're wearing in your book, it might be slippery, so do your best. Hands by your side, nod your head yes to lengthen out your spine. And then engage those shoulder blades, stick them to the mat. And then lift those hips up into your bridge. Even a little higher, even a little higher. And then lift your fingers, your wrist, your forearm, your elbows, your triceps are barely touching the ground. Shoulder blades are engaged. Pull those abs in, hold here. It's all we're doing. Should be a decent amount of work for you. And gently roll down. Take a break. Let go of that book for just a second. Hug those knees in if you want. All right, same idea, but without the chair now. So we really only needed it for one thing. Brilliant planning on your instructor's part. Knees are bent. Book is between them. Big toes are together. Ribs are flat. Hands, stretch them out. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Round, retract, round, retract. Shoulders are retracted, chin nods yes, hands lower to hover above the ground, along with the wrists, the forearms, the elbows will lift up into your bridge. Good, and from there, if you can, straighten out your right leg. If you can do that, can you lift with your left glute and lift, and lift. And then right heel down, everything comes down. Reposition as needed. If you have a slippery book, shoulders out of your ears. Lift those hips, hover your hands, extend that left leg. Little booty lift if you can. Left heel down, grab your book. Bring it behind you. Let your head rest on the book. Arms out into that goalpost position. Just get a little stretch here for a moment, please. Knees are staying bent. You can let your ribs expand for a second. And then I want you to pull your ribs down, knit them together, pull, but don't completely take your arch out of your spine. Bring your fingertips to the edges of the book. Elbows are gonna stay wide. So you're gonna have support, but you're also gonna have weight behind your head. Deep breath in. Pull those ribs a little more to float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Now, you have a big, heavy book in most cases, so you might not be able to come up as high as usual. Don't do this to try to get higher. Keep your elbows wide, head in line with your spine. We're just staying here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Option on that inhale, hold. Reach your arms over your head, straighten them for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself support. Lower down, elbows wide. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Option to reach 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back down. And up. Good. 4 more like that. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold for 4 or extend for 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3 more. Two more. Last one. And relax. All right. Let the weight of that book rest across your belly button, low hip area. Just to give you some feedback, pull those ribs in. Good. From there, hands by your sides. Let's lift those legs into tabletop. If you have to move your book up a little bit to get it out of the way, that's fine. Find your beautiful tabletop. Nice. Hands by your sides, hips aligned, ribs pulled in, and try your toe touch. Single leg with the heel tap instead, if that's your better option. Or knees together, toes point. Or knees together, heels tap. You could even do knees apart, heels together, wide little butterfly position. Now, if you happen to have a block, if you wanted to challenge, you could stand your block on its end. It's not going to work with my book, but you guys could try it. You might be able to move it to your ribs and get some success. Just don't let your book hit you in the face. How'd you break your nose? A book fell on me during bar class. You signed your waiver, right? All right, 2 more. I think I'm hilarious. Put the book across your shins, hug it in, take a little break. All right, last 2 options. We're gonna go back to that toe touch. I'm gonna give you 2 more options. Option to put that book down below your knees if possible, or between your knees, and you will find that now you have a weight down there, and that, of course, should be more challenging. Or, if you want, and I'd suggest if it's a book, that you cushion it with your mat, you could slide it underneath your hips, so it puts you into that pelvic tilt position, right? I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna be up here, and I'm gonna do my toe touches, if you want. How about 4 more toe touches of whatever you're doing, please? Good. And then come on back. We're going to get a little bit of outer hip. Again, if you've got that book, that's going to be a little more helpful. Stack your knees up. Stack your pelvis up. Put your book on the top of that outside leg and put your hand on top of it. Press down against the book. Rest your arm underneath your ear and lift your waistline. And then from there, let's try a Pilates V with our feet. So heels are together, toes are apart. And we're going to pivot open. Nice job, everyone. Hopefully you're starting to feel this in that outer thigh, outer hip. Two more. Good. Leave that leg open and give me some pulses. Lift, lift. And relax. Ooh, give that hip a little love. Come on up and let's go to the other side, please. So lying down, knees are stacked. Book is on the outside or top of that thigh. Arm is resting underneath your ear. Waistline is lifted. Pilates V with the feet and pivot open. Two more. Good. Leave it open. Give me pulses. Almost there. And relax. Give that hip a little love. Let's slide that book down to the bottom of your mat, please. You're still going to face the front. You're going to be on your side. And you're going to put your bottom leg on that book. If your elbow is tender, feel free to roll your mat up a couple times. Rest that elbow directly under the shoulder. Push the shoulder back. Look before you go about trying to get a straight line. So I'm already a little hinged. So I'm going to have to walk my shoulders back so that my hips will come forward as we come up into that side plank. Good. Feel free to stay here. You could pivot open if you wanted, a little different. You could give yourself a dip lift, but it needs to be tiny. You could try lifting your top leg without this bottom hip dropping. You could do a combination. Four more of whatever you're doing. Last two and last one. Let's simply move back to the other end. You can flip away from me if you want. Bottom foot on, top leg on top or in front of that. Again, folding that mat up a couple times if you need a little better support for your elbows. And then push that shoulder back so we'll be in a straight line when we go up. Think about where your feet are going to be and your shoulders and then your hips in between and lift it up in your side plank. And then again, options to rotate open, dip and lift, or even leave that leg up. Four more of whatever you're doing. And then come on over onto your front side and your toes are going to tuck and be up on that book, hopefully, if that's not too dangerous for you. Elbows underneath you, shoulders out of your ears, press up into your plank. We're just holding this one. Head in line with your spine. Do me a favor, think about rounding the shoulders, squeezing them, rounding, squeezing, and then halfway. Ribs in, belly button in, hips are a little tucked, heels are pressing back, thighs are lifted. Just 5 more seconds. And relax. If you want to, push back and sit on that book, or put the book on your heels and let your hips sit there. And then come on up. We're going to spin back over onto our spine, please. Bring that book in your left hand. Good. Left knee stays bent, right leg extends. If you're okay with this, you can see how this works for you. Deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to lift up on this left side. Sit tall. Bring the arm back so you open your chest a little, and then hinge back down, arm above you, and then lower it. Bring it above you. Roll it up. Lift it. Bring it above your shoulder. Good. So that was, I think that was 2. We're just going to do 5 on each side. If you need to, you can modify by just coming up halfway, staying there, but reaching your arm over your ear so you feel that challenge, and then come back down. I think we have 1 more. Switch it up. Right knee bends, left leg is straight. Hook in that right hand, deep breath in. Exhale, lift, 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 rolling up a vertebra at a time, sitting up. Bring that arm behind you, rolling it down without bringing the book in front of you if you can help it. Take your time. Option to just roll part of the way, hold at the top, lengthen. Good. 2 more of whichever one you're doing. Good. When you come down, bend your left knee, leave that book where it is. Bring your arm over your head, nice straight arm. Take your left fingers onto your right rib cage and pull that rib cage down. So you should feel your abs right now. You should feel some tricep just holding. Keep those that belly button pulled in. Bend that elbow and straighten and straighten. Little tricep work. Nod yes with your head. Pull those ribs in and back up. All right, look in your left hand, right hand on your left rib cage, left arm up over your head, and immediately use that right hand on your rib cage, feed that to pull those ribs down, and then bend and straighten and straighten and straighten. Tight hamstring, tight tricep, tight abs. And relax. Oh. Woo. Okay, here we go. Beautiful time, stretchy time. So we're going to bring that book behind your right knee. Let's leave that left knee bent, sorry. Good. Just hug that book in so that you can use your fingers to pull that knee really close. Rib to thigh connection, shoulders out of your ears. Flex through that right heel. And without straightening the legs, see if you can keep that thigh against your ribs and lift the heel. And then see if you can roll your tailbone down as you do that. Flip the book so it's behind your shin, straighten that leg. Lift it up as high as you want. Point, flex, rotate, rotate, point, lift, 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 flex, pull down even closer. Good. Bring that book as if you're serving something. Support your leg, left leg opens to the other side. Then use that book as a weight as you bring your knee across. Added weight should feel a deeper stretch in that outer hip. And then put the book over to your left and let your right knee land on that. Bring your right arm up in the air, tap it to the left, sweep it over your head on the ground, and open to the right again. One more time, up through the air, tap to the left, sweep it over your head, and over to the right. And then as you come back through center, just cross that right ankle, or actually put your right foot on the ground. And then let the knee drop open. So it'll be a little farther in than way out to the side. Bend that left knee, thread your needle by grabbing that left hamstring, straighten that leg, point, flex, rotate. And then bend that knee, cross the right one all the way over, hug them in. And then both knees drop to the left. Leave the book there if that would feel like good support, or if it feels as if it's in the way, drop the knees and bring the book onto your right palm for a deeper stretch. Gently straighten your left leg, uncross your right, and pause. Hopefully that right side feels better. Bend both knees in. Bring your left knee into your chest and bring the book behind it. Was it something I said? Right. Hug that knee in nice and close. Get it on your rib cage. Maybe flatten your tailbone, but then pull it back in. Flex through that left heel, keeping the knee bent, and you push that heel to the sky and push the tailbone back down. A lot going on. And then flip that book to behind the calf. Point, flex, rotate, rotate, point, lift, flex, pull it even deeper, and then bend the knee, platter for your left knee, right leg drops open, straighten the right leg, and now leave that book on the outside of that left hip, just a little extra weight as you go into that stretch. Option on the twist to put the book there and let your knee rest. Lift your left arm up across your body, bring it over to the right, slide it overhead on the ground, and open left again. Lift it up, bring it over, slide it on the ground, and open to the left. Come back through center, put your left foot on the ground, and then let it pivot open. Bend your knee, thread your needle, right leg up, point and flex and rotate. Bend that knee, cross all the way over. Option to let your knees land on the book, or to put the book in your left hand, palm up, and get a deeper twist. Uncross, right leg lengthens, left leg lengthens. You can leave your book where it is. Reach your arms over your head, please. Point your toes, pull your abs in, mosey your way to an all fours position. You can feel free to unmute for your cat turkey. So we're going to round into our kitty cat stretch and open into our turkey. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, maybe pedal one heel at a time, get a slightly deeper stretch in that calf. Walk your feet around a little if that would feel good, and then give me a wide stance, hang over, nod yes and shake no, bend your knees, hands on your thighs, kitty cat stretch, and turkey, lift it up, curtsies, and curtsies. Thank you guys. Stick around if you want a trivia.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I was